All right. Well, welcome everybody. My name is Craig Smith. I'm the author of the book and a song called The Wonky Donkey. You may have heard of it. This is the tutorial. I've had a few people over the last few years get in touch with me and say, hey Craig, we would like to learn how to play. Teachers, parents at home, students, we would like to learn how to play the Wonky Donkey. Well, lucky for you and lucky for me, it's actually quite easy. And I'll get into that in a minute. Ingredients, what do you need for this? You need a guitar. I have a Maton. Thanks, Maton. This is a custom, I call it Tigger because of the stripes down the back there. And this is great guitar. They have a custom shop in Melbourne and they're pretty awesome. And I use Elixir strings on the Maton, and in my opinion, they're the best. They just last the longest. So basically into the tutorial, here we go. Oh, one last thing you need, just a tiny little bit of talent. Just a little bit. So you'll see what I'm doing here is I play the C shape. Some people play C like this. I play C like this. It just gives it that added extra bass note. And the G shape. Now why I'm saying C shape and G shape is because the C with the capo is actually D. And the G is actually A. And some people would say, and it's a good question, why don't you just play D and A? Because for me, when I do the rundown, see that stretch? And I'm also touching the other strings as well because I've got bad form. and so when I stretch and I touch, it's just hard with the D. And also, it's a little too bright for me, and when I'm singing I like to mute the strings, and it's harder to do it on those lower ones than it is on the upper ones when you're using your hand just to mute it. Okay, and then the A, you'll also see here that I'm using only 2 fingers as opposed to 3. That's because I've got really big fat fingers. If you've got smaller fingers, you'll be able to fit those into the fret, but mine don't actually, so I just put 1 finger on and squeeze it down. So that's D and A, but when I put the capo on, of course, still the same. But now I can do, I was walking down the road and I saw a donkey, he only had 3 legs. He was a wonky donkey, wonky donkey, wonky donkey, yeah. So hopefully what we're going to do is we're going to do a cut-in, and hopefully this will work. So what I'm going to do is just show you with the close-up. And then with the G, which is G shape, which is the D, I don't do much of that. So it's pretty simple. It's just 2 chords. I was walking down the road and I saw a donkey, and it doesn't matter if the song gets longer, you just hold that C shape a little bit longer when you're singing. So I'll do the longest part just to give you an example. I was walking down the road and I saw a donkey, only had 3 legs, 1 eye, liked to listen to country music, quite tall and slim, he smelled really bad, he got up in the morning, handicapped, he's always got up to mischief, but he was quite good looking, yeah, alright. He was a spunky, hanky, panky, cranky, stinky, dinky, lanky, honky, tonky, winky, wonky, donkey. Spunky, hanky, panky, cranky, stinky, dinky, lanky, honky, tonky, winky, wonky, donkey. And that's how you do it. It's pretty simple. So capo on the 2nd fret, C shape, G, grab the book, listen to Spotify, do whatever you need to do to learn the song, and off you go. The following one we're going to do is a simpler version with the ukulele. So I hope you practice, and I hope you enjoy. Cheers everyone.